Now, normally my intros, this is the point in the video where I do something a little funny, a little quirky, maybe play with the puppets, which nobody seems to like. But now that we have a sponsor and I need to work some different things in, on occasion I will have to remind you to use the guide if you're going to use the lawnmower. It's there for a reason. It's specifically there. Now, I'm going to give you another hint. Before you go to manscaped.com and use code FlyingFluffy, you get 20% off and free shipping. Make sure you've got yourself a couple of extra towels, because the thing is so cool that you're going to be able to use it in the shower because it's got a light. But here's the thing. Don't use it while you're just running the water and shaving your entire body and letting the hair go down the drain. Okay? Think about that. Think about what you're fixing to do, okay? Because the cost of the plumber is not going to be worth the money that you saved, okay, on the 20%. It's not going to pay for itself. So make sure you put down a couple of towels. You're going to stand on the towels, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to shave your complete full body, all right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the towel and you're going to fold it up nice and neat, okay? Then you're going to put that towel back into the slot where your significant other pulls their towels from, so that the next time when they go to take a shower, they pull out the towel, and they get your hair all over their body. And do it. Trust me. Just do it. You ready? Here we go. They did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
All right. So, that was a very short break, but we get another couple of games off after tonight. So, let's just take care of the Lightning like we always do. We got 30 games left, and this is going to go fast. This is really going to go fast, and there's a lot of teams that we're chasing, and there's teams that are chasing us. I mean, if you wanted to get technical with games in hand, if Detroit won the games in hand that they have over the Panthers, they would be ahead of us. So, look, we're just going to try to have some fun. We're just going to play our games and see what happens. I'm hopeful, I'm excited, but at the same point, unless we get to win like 4 or 5 in a row, we've got to bust through the 3 mark, obviously. And then we have to somehow get to 9 or 10 wins in a row. But I'm not going to panic either way. So Bubba's back in net. Spencer Knight is back to being the backup. Thank you, Alex Lyon. Much appreciated. You kept us in the game. You kept us in the conversation. Anthony Duclair is still, he's practicing. He's full participant in practice, but he's using the non-contact jersey still, as far as I know. I'm not sure about today's practice. He's close. He's really, really close. I would assume probably next week you'll be looking at seeing him return. The Panthers will have to make one minor move, probably sending somebody down to the minors to make room for him cap space-wise. But we don't have to trade anybody as long as we're going to leave Hornquist on LTIR, which I assume that we will. Other than that, we've got basically our full lineup of guys. We've got no excuses. We've been rested. Both our goaltenders are fresh. Everybody should be fresh, except for Tkachuk, who played to not to the best of his ability, but he played to the level of ability because you know he wanted that truck. He absolutely wanted that truck. I expect the truck to be delivered to the driveway. I think he said next Tuesday is when it's going to come in the driveway. In the front seat, there is a signed reverse retro jersey from him. So that was nice of him to include the jersey when he contacted me, giving me the truck. Perfect. Love it. 4-2 Panthers? I don't believe it either, but who would have believed I could get a sponsor for the channel either? Thank you, Manscaped. So, yeah, let's get to Alright, so it's 1-0 Panthers after 1. I'm going to make this really, really short because the other 2 parts were long. And I don't want to jinx this. But let's just hope that we're not doing the thing where we played really, really well in the first period, only got the 1 goal and not 2, and then we come back and you know the rest of the story. Just not do that. Okay, so it's 4-1 Panthers after 2. I didn't stutter. I'm going to say that again because I know some of you don't get a chance to watch the games. You depend on the I'm not lying. It's 4-1 Panthers after 2. So nothing good can happen from this point. You see what I'm saying? Nothing good? Yeah, nothing good can happen because all the good has already happened, okay? So now it's just mandatory. You get the 2 points. You finish this off. I can't praise the goaltender too much during the game. You guys know how that go. But let's just say, blah-blah. Okay? Matthew Tkachuk is absolutely just playing like his ass is on fire. Seriously. Maybe it's possible. It's possible that he tried to trim in some places that you really shouldn't trim without the guard. And maybe he's a little bit irritated because he's definitely playing like his ass is on fire. Now, Barkov blocked a shot or a puck hit him. I couldn't tell if it was his arm or whatever. He left. People said he came back, but then the last shift there of the period, it was Stahl with Lundell and Reinhart. So not sure exactly what's going on there. I'm sure we'll find out during the intermission. Other than that, Andrei Vasilevsky is not having the best night. Vasilevsky is doing what Vasilevsky does to us every year, which is make us think that we can beat Tampa towards somewhere in the second half of the season. Usually it's a little bit later on in the year, but I guess he's doing a little bit early this year. At some point during the second half of the season, he will play a game or 2 against the Panthers and make us think that, wow, wow, wow. And then when it counts, he does things like 50-shot shutouts. But I ain't giving up yet. All we got to do is win 10 in a row and try to get into the playoffs and then beat Boston. And then, I mean, I think we all feel pretty confident Toronto will lose to Tampa, right? And then, so we get a second-round rematch with Tampa, right? It's all set up beautifully for us. Just 10 games. Just give me the 10-game winning streak, and we should be good to go. Just don't screw this up and give me 2. Aha! Aha! Huh! 2 big. Okay. You take a pack of bacon, fry it up lightly, a little bit undercooked. Okay? You've got the Bisquick sweet butter rolls. Right? You unroll those. Okay? See what I'm saying? Now, you unroll each butter roll flat. You take 1 strip of bacon per each roll, okay? Put that on top. So now you got your butter roll, got your bacon on top, okay? Now you roll them up, all right? Roll it up really nice, okay? And what are we going to do next? The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to dip each one into powdered sugar, okay? Actually, first we're going to coat them in butter. We're going to coat them in butter. Right, because we need something for the powdered sugar to stick to. So you coat them in butter, then you dump them, okay, right into powdered sugar, okay. Then you're going to fry them in coconut oil. All right, that's what you're going to do. You're going to fry them in coconut oil. Now, while they're frying up in coconut oil, over here in the pan, you're going to have a separate saucepan where you're melting some chocolate, okay. So now you've got these things frying in the coconut. And the coconut oil, get yourself a paper towel. As they're coming out, you put them on the paper towel so that the oil will soak off a little bit. Don't leave it on there too long. Okay? Keep it hot, just a little bit of the excess oil. You take a little tongs, you take the nice bacon wrapped biscuit, okay? You take that, you pick it up, you stick it into the saucepan with the melted chocolate, okay? All right? Then you have an ice tray. Okay? You take your chocolate, sugar, cover, coated bacon biscuit wrap. You put that into, you take each one into each little slot into the ice tray. Okay? Boom. Into the freezer. Just long enough so the chocolate will get cold, but it will still, the bacon and the biscuit will still be warm. Okay? Just long enough for the chocolate to become solid. Get a knife, cut it in half. Perfect. Those are the 2 points that we just got. Those are the 2 points that we just got. Alright? Absolutely. And yes, I know for a fact that the Tampa Bay Lightning are still on vacation and they just put like some dudes off the street into their uniforms, and I don't know who that was in goal, but we'll take it. We will take the 2 points. Now, of course, nothing for the Panthers can be easy. Nothing can be given without something being taken. Now, I'm just guessing here. I'm guessing and I'm hoping and I'm using all of the powers of the universe to say what happened to Barkov was the puck hit either his thumb or his pinky nail, and it either ripped the nail off or it smushed it really, really bad, like when you smash your finger into a door. I don't think his finger's broken. I don't think it's broken. I think he smushed a nail and he couldn't quite grip the stick. He came back to the bench, and by the time he thought about maybe getting back on the ice, we scored again, and Marie said, take the rest of the night off 16. That's what I'm going with. Okay? I'm not smelling anything long term. Maybe he's out Thursday. And besides, like somebody in the chat said, I think it was Eyes said in the chat, we got Eric Stahl. I ain't worried about missing Barkov. Now, half of that's a joke, but half of that's not, because Stahl's face-off percentage is pretty good. He's not Barkov. All right? But we just beat Tampa 7-1. Right? So we'll be okay. We're looking good. Besides, Matthew Tkachuk and Carter Verhaeghe were just going to put us on their backs anyway and carry us the entire, wherever we're going. Those two and Bubba are carrying us. Speaking of Bubba, he looks fantastic, fabulous. However, I didn't want to say this during the game because I didn't want to say anything. But I have not seen him do this before. And then we saw it when he got hurt, where he's like putting his one skate like jammed up against the post and then sliding over to the side. And then how he got hurt was he put his other skate into the post. Post ain't moving, right? I saw him do that again today halfway. I saw him again today put that, I guess it would have been his right leg, into the post to brace himself to slide over to the left. He, however, did make sure it was kind of like a diagonal slide so his other skate didn't get up along the post. But I think that's a new move. I don't remember seeing him doing it before. Maybe he did it before and he just never got hurt, so I didn't remember seeing it. But I saw it again tonight, so please, Bob, stay healthy. Spencer Knight, like we said, is back. He's back being the backup, so we're good there. Montour left the ice at some point, came back, so we should be good there. So really it's just a question of Barkov, and then when we're going to get Duclair back. And this was our second win in a row. This was 2. Now Thursday we played the Sharks. Nick from Twisted Wrister. We're going to have a discussion, buddy, because we can't be having the Sharks be the reason why the Panthers don't get 3 in a row. All right. If I got to send y'all a flag, all right, I got an extra Bruins hat around here somewhere, I'll send something. Make sure that we've got a little bit of extra incentive to hand out to the Sharks players. That, hey, look, maybe how about no, not Thursday, okay? You guys got plenty of time to come back, and you guys want a better draft pick anyway. So, what else do we see out there on the ice? We look good. We look good. Now, how much of that was Tampa? Clearly. I saw this during the first period. They're just letting our guys stand in front of the crease. And when Tampa's letting the opposing players just stand there in front of Vasilevsky and take shots, you know they're not there. They was pretty much checked out of this game. Okay? But again, I would take the 2 points because we need a few. We need lots of 2 points. The Islanders did actually manage to win. It wasn't a 3-point night, like Mike said on the stream, but they did get 2. So it's going to be, it's not just, I don't want to call it what do you want to call it? A horse race? No, it's not even a horse race. What is this? Oh, you know what this is? Remember back when you were a kid, and it would either be like the Easter picnic or the family reunion, right? Okay, the summer family reunion, and like you saw everybody that you didn't, you saw your uncle that hated you because you were wrong politically, and you saw the aunt that didn't like you because she didn't like that you had long hair, and then you had the one cousin who was jealous of you because the other cousin kind of liked you, and you had all these people that only saw each other once a year, right? And you'd put the frickin' potato bags, and you do the frickin' what do you call that? The hacky sack race or some crap like that? Potato sack race? Hacky sack. The potato sack race. You do that, right? And everybody would be banging into each other and elbowing, and you didn't know these people, and you shouldn't really matter, but damn it, you were going to win that race, right? You were going to win that race. You didn't care what you had to do. You didn't care how dirty you had to get. You didn't care who was that, my uncle, was that my aunt, was that my cousin. I don't really care. I'll knock you on your ass. I'll win in this race. And that's what we got. That's the kind of playoff race we have right now. And I already said this a couple weeks ago. You know the Panthers, okay? None of these teams really are fixing to tank, right? Panthers aren't tanking. I don't think Buffalo's really fixing to tank. Washington, Pittsburgh, the Islanders, okay? I already told you the Wings are technically, sort of in it, right? If they got a lot of games to play. But, so the point is, there's at least 5 or 6 teams. I don't think anybody's tanking. I think we're going to go into the last week with like a Bible-sized book of playoff possible scenarios. It's just going to be crazy. I love it. It's fine. It's good. It keeps things interesting, keeps my mind off of the rest of the world, which is probably a smart thing for me to do. And thank you, Tampa. We'll take the 2 points. And yeah, so Stu and I will be back in the morning. All right? And thumb. It's a thumbnail. Think about it. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. It's Barkov. He smushed his thumb. He was back on the bench. We scored a goal. And Marie said, go take a nap. Go take a nap, 16. Oh, anyway. We'll see you in the morning. I gotta go Kyle got drunk during the stream again. So I got things I gotta attend to.